Hey, welcome to Red State Update. My name's Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, you remember me. My name's Dunlap. I'm here to take you on a journey through the burning hell that is our world today. Which part would you like to tour first, Jackie?
It is like a house on fire. Which room you want to go in to get burned up in? You want to go in this one over here? You will go in the kitchen. You're going to live. They're all on fire. Pick one you want to be inside. I don't want to be in none of them, but I ain't got no choice. I'm in a damn house.
No. And whichever room you pick to go lie down and give up in, it's going to be like backdraft. You're going to open that door and the whole thing's going to explode.
Oh, yeah. I like old Al Pacino and that burned up, got scars all over him.
Is that Al Pacino in it?
Who is it?
Who is it?
I don't know that Pacino, De Niro, all of them are the same to me.
Yeah.
Them two, Godfather people, whatever it is, they burn up.
Them two Godfather people. I get them mixed up too.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that one's De Niro, Kurt Russell. Folks, we could name the cast of Backdraft all night, but we're here instead to talk about the Israel-Iran war, masked people from ICE who are supposedly from ICE. But
we hope they're from ICE.
We don't
really know.
They're riding with some people who seem to be affiliated with some sort of government-entrusted law enforcement kidnapping team.
The courts really haven't decided that yet, but I don't guess it matters what they decide. We're not really sure. We think I guess they work for the government. We'll see.
When people are posing as cops to come assassinate people, should we really be passing laws saying that all cops can wear masks and you can't tell them to take it off? It doesn't seem like a good idea.
Probably not.
Tennessee.
I don't think it is, yeah. And, of course, you hear also horrible things about people saying that the ICE would turn out that they're not, and people getting assaulted, people getting, just terrible things that happen to women, this and that and other, because they ain't got to pull out no paper, show nobody nothing. Not the face, not nothing.
Do we think, far be it from me to dox anybody? You know what doxing is, Jackie?
What is it?
It's just like what the phone book used to be. It puts everybody's name and address down so you can look them up and swat them.
Yeah.
You know what swatting people is?
I fly swatter. I don't know what doxing is. Phone numbers. Is that what phone numbers is?
Well, no, your address. You say, here's somebody you hate. Who's somebody you hate?
I don't try not to hate anybody, but
Ted Cruz.
Okay, I don't like the man, but I don't know him personally. But everything, when you see him, you don't feel good.
That's close enough. Let's say you had enough of him.
Yeah.
And Tucker Carlson, you didn't enjoy that asshole off.
No.
Between the two of them. And you
Watch
thought,
your mouth, but
still should get, Ted Cruz deserves some sort of punishment. I'm not saying this isn't an imaginary world. I don't want this to happen. You would dox him. You'd say,
phone numbers.
Here's Ted Cruz's address. Or, if you were, let's say instead of that, Superman, new movie coming out. You find out Superman is Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you tell everybody that Superman is Clark Kent and where he lives and where Ma and Paul Kent live and maybe where crypto boards.
What is it?
And then you tell them all that. You tell them where the Justice League of America satellite is.
What?
And then the bad guys go get him. That's doxing. That's a better example. Because Ted Cruz doesn't wear a mask.
Well, Superman can take care of himself. He can send whoever you want. Superman, unless he got kryptonite, whatever it is.
What has he got? Yeah, exactly. He's got this one big thing that kills him.
Oh, yeah.
Kryptonite.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess.
And then you can put on lead.
Yeah.
Wear lead over there.
Yeah.
Too. And
what does that do? Lead? Kryptonite? Lead hurts him?
I think he can't see you.
Oh.
Or your bones. I don't remember which one it is.
That's all made up either way. Ted Cruz is real. I don't want to know where he lives. I ain't going to go over there. I don't care anything doxing this or that. I don't care first thing about Ted Cruz, like I said.
But if you dox him, then the people who really hate him, not the people like you who just don't feel good when you see him, they're going to try to go get him. Like in Minnesota when they shot them people. Man, he showed up. The people, that's what they say. That's what the Tennessee Republicans say is going to happen, is that when the mayor of Nashville, what did he do? He named some ICE officers?
Something like that, or wanted to, even whether he did or didn't, or something.
Now, they're going to make that illegal to name the police. But I thought you could get, like, badge numbers and stuff like that. But I guess now police are going to be...
Just do whatever they want,
in secret, wearing masks. But not cool masks, like Batman. They don't even have ears or nothing.
Right. What do Batman, Superman keep coming? What do you comic books for? The world's falling apart.
Can I have my own safe world to escape to?
I guess.
Well, there's something about masks and superhero world and masks and secret identities in the real world where it's all confusing and mixed up. And I don't know whether I prefer reality or my fantasy male empowerment world.
Nobody prefers reality. The people who know what's going on all hate it. You see them on the computer saying this is wrong, this or that. And the people who think they know what's going on, which they don't, because they make up conspiracies and all this stuff, they have to make that up to get through the day, just like you talked about. They don't want to have anything to do with reality. Don't nobody want to have anything to do with reality these days that I know of.
No, because what is reality?
For a lot of people, it's getting picked up when you show up to work on your documentation and all this, and you go to the courthouse and do everything you're supposed to do by the book. Everything this government made a deal with these people made a deal back. You sign your name, all this stuff. Show up there, somebody in a mask picks you up, throws you in the back of a van.
But then, what if they deny that ever happened? Is that the new? That's your reality then? Somebody in a mask with no record or nothing sends you to another country that don't have to apparently tell us nothing after they get hold of you and make that money. Then what is reality? Were you illegally kidnapped by thugs who may or may not be employed by American law enforcement agencies? Or were you just disappeared? Did you commit a crime? Were you unlawfully detained? Were you shipped off to another country in a money-making scheme? Who knows? Who can say? Are we against bombing Iran or are we for it? Is Donald Trump America first and no foreign wars? Or is he gonna assassinate the supreme leader of Iran? Himself, apparently, if you believe things he says. But you don't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what reality is. He's the fucking president of the United States. And he's like, I may or may not do it. Stay tuned. He really is a TV president.
I know exactly what it is. People like, stay tuned. See what happens next week on the worst president ever was. Hell, the poll numbers are worse than any president ever had at this point in the presidency, in the history that we know of as of now. Ain't no ever been lower. Millions of people come out all over the country not too long ago. What is it? No kings. What is it? They don't want no king and all that stuff. But they were here at Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Murfreesboro, Tennessee, in the suburb of Nashville. Pretty big one now. Almost just part of Nashville at this point. A little bit of freeway in between for a zebra to run around in. But for the most part, you'd never think it'd be here, Idaho. Thousands of people in Idaho. Utah people come out. Unfortunately, somebody got shot in Utah for coming out. I believe they didn't make it, but there was some shooting there, assassination. People all say that too. People keep saying, oh, this ain't that bad these days. I remember when it was worse in the 60s. They were killing people left and right. There were protests. What's the difference? Tell me what, we had 2 senators assassinated, senators, official government people getting thrown on the ground and handcuffed by ICE. Not only can they grab whoever they want off the street, they can grab, I guess, U.S. senators, throw them up against the wall on the floor, put handcuffs on them anytime they want. I mean, what the hell? All these people out in the street don't want that happening. I mean, that's why they're there. Yeah, they don't want it to happen to their neck of the woods. Now, all these people, some people care about it everywhere, but there's a lot of Republicans I know who are upset, like, well, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't want him taking my health care. I didn't want him taking my children's SNAP benefits. I didn't want him taking my neighbors that I work with, that I know, that goes to my church. I didn't want him taking them. Hell, well, get out in the streets, keep doing it. All these people saying, oh, what'd y'all achieve? You didn't do nothing. All they did go out there and make a big fuss and didn't do nothing. Well, it did something. Rest of the world sees this. Makes him look like he ain't got no control over his own damn people. His own damn people don't care too much for him, which is the truth, as we can see in Poland and everything else. I tell you who I want to pay attention to, all the people out in the street and all this, is these law firms and all these businesses that kissed his ring, keep puckered up, kiss his rear end, all that. Look at all the people that give you money. And think about it. If you got big time money, want to hire a big time law firm to represent you, do you want to hire the ones that are cowards, that kiss a ring to defend you in a situation like that? You got that millions of dollars? Or are you going to go with the law firm that said, the hell with you, buddy, I don't care press or anything else. You don't run me. That's who I want as a lawyer. Of course, I ain't got money to hire even a Nashville lawyer, let alone somebody like that.
So you hope that the people will turn on Trump and the law firms that out of cowardice and the corporations and the big news organizations and all the people that said, yes, sir, let me write you a check right away, sir. Let's fire this man and we'll get rid of him and then we'll give you a check so you don't sue us. Oh, it's so nice to have you, Mr. President. Here's your $1 million.
Yeah.
You want them to wind up paying the price for their cowardice. But if that doesn't happen, then the people who will pay the price are the people who stood up to him. I mean, that's the race right now.
Pretty much.
Like, at first it seemed like, oh shit, we're all going to jail. And now it seems like, oh, maybe there's a lot of people. That's too many people to put in jail. Now we just got to see how many more jails they build. The problem with Trump is that even when he goes down in the polls, all them people who still like him, they love him. Oh, they love him more than anybody ever loved anybody in the world. They love him more than Batman loves Alfred.
Well, yeah, Batman again.
They love him more than Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern, loves being without fear.
What are funny books for over and over again?
Jackie?
What?
They love him, and they will do we don't care for the man.
Nope.
And I know a lot of people get on the blue sky and they got orange, but do we not care for him as much as the people who love him? I'm not sure. That's the problem. That's where we don't know. Because those people would still do anything. Even the ones that are like, well, I didn't think we were supposed to bomb Iran, but if we're going to bomb Iran, at least it's Iran. Like, for a minute there, it looked like we were going to bomb Canada. Like we're going to go into Greenland. They still won't deny that.
They're all about that. They're people like, yeah, get them, get Canada. Get like, what the hell they do? Now Iran, we get in the Middle East. Like, well, Marjorie Taylor Greene's all for going after Canada or Greenland. But when it comes to Iran, it's like, no.
Yeah, why? No. How did we? I don't understand. I don't understand who's for what anymore. We've been doing this for 20 years, and I swear to God, when we started, there were a lot of assholes, just as many.
Hell yeah.
But you could understand them a little bit. These assholes are mysterious.
They don't make any sense. They say one thing one day, say something else the next day.
She would love to kill Canadians, but she's not so sure about killing Iranians, which is good, except for the Canadian part. So I don't know who we're supposed to be. When you see Ted Cruz going at it with Tucker Carlson, and Tucker Carlson's on the side of not going to war with Iran, it seems like we should be on Tucker Carlson's side. But I will never say that again. And even now, I want to tear my tongue out. I don't know whose side we're supposed to be on.
Well, first off, the president don't know either, because he keeps going, well, I might do it, I might not. He knows there's a lot of people. He got Republicans to hate George Bush. He got Republicans to hate going to war. There's the waste of time going to the Middle East. We'd have no point going to the Middle East war. No reason to go over there now. But now maybe we do. Now maybe we need to go to Iran. But then the next day it'll be like, well, we don't need to do that. What the hell? Y'all gonna be on a seesaw? I mean, that's what it is all the damn time, I guess. Y'all like to ride on a seesaw. I don't. My stomach is, I'm too old to get on that, go up and down, up and down.
Could you do the monkey bars? I never had the upper body strength.
I can't do that.
Some kids get on there and just hang and kick and go back and forth and do all that stuff. I couldn't do that.
Hell, I can't even barely do a slide anymore. And I don't take nothing. That's just letting go.
It always hurt my tailbone on a slide.
I have my tailbone, my ankles when I hit the bottom of it. I can't. I'm too old to get on the playground anyhow. I wouldn't want to do it.
I have a medical condition called protruding tailbone.
What is it?
Well, that's what my mama said.
Well, she said you had a tail or something like that and had to get surgically with something stick. It wasn't a tail, something on the spine. I don't know what the hell it was.
Whatever it was something that made a lot of people say, mark of the devil, mark of the devil.
Yeah.
So we had to change churches. But that was long before I had memory and willpower to stop going to church.
Yeah.
Now I'd go, if I had a tail, I'd go to church. And I'd rig it up where my pants drop every Sunday.
Hey.
And I'd say, oh, listen, I know I look like I got a tail, which is probably demonic, but I'm not like that. I like Jesus.
You don't need to be dropping your pants nowhere, especially at church.
Well, how else are they going to see my tail?
The only place supposed to drop pants is a bathroom, at home, and doctor office. That's it.
All right, I'll keep my pants up, but I'll cut a little hole out the back like Mickey Mouse for a tail. And I'll be like, listen, I know this is frightening to you, but I love Jesus Christ, and I'm here to worship with you, even though I have a demon tail. Now, you make up your mind. What would Jesus do? Well, nowadays, they just kill me.
Oh, yeah.
They just kill me. They'd call ICE on me. They'd say, well, do you pick up tail people? Because we got one.
Either way, we'll send someone down there with a mask to get him.
Yeah. Oh, probably half of the ushers would pull out their masks.
Put them on, yeah.
The proud ushers. Listen, Jackie.
All right.
Iran.
Yeah.
When Tucker Carlson says we don't need to blow up Iran, what's the population of Iran? How does that still seem racist? I don't get that. How can the Republic, Marjorie Taylor Greene, oh, we don't need to go over there, America first, America first. It still seems racist to me. I don't know why. Like, I guess if Iran was in trouble and needed our help, which might actually be the case, then we couldn't also go over there because they're not white Americans. Is that it? I don't understand.
You're right. Now here, let me just try
They're
to make
both racist.
Let me just try to make a point right here. You want to go fight in the Middle East again, right? We're going to need support and help if we go over there. Sure, yeah, Israel going to be there, whatnot. But look what you're doing right now. You really considering going back to the Middle East when right now the people that helped us, the interpreters, the people that helped us make our way around there, that worked with our soldiers, that did all that. Right now, you are sending them back to certain death. Your ICE is picking these men up and sending them back to the Middle East after they worked with our soldiers and did everything, after what we promised them, what they would get for helping our government, and we just hawk in all over them, excuse my language. But that's what it is. So you want to go back to the Middle East after they could see how we're treating them right now? What the hell's wrong with you? We don't need to go to war no-how, but still, to even consider it after we're looking at them right now, how they're treating the people that over there is supposed to, never mind, hell.
I'll tell you this, Jackie.
Why?
You don't have to say excuse the language after saying hockey.
Well,
you say hockey, so you don't have to say excuse the language when you say shit.
Well, all I know, those people risk their lives for our soldiers to help us keep safe and help us make a way over there. And that we promised them that we take care of them over here. And instead, ICE is picking them up and sending them right back over there where they're going to get killed. And you're going to ask those same people to help us again? Right. Hell.
Is ICE just picking up? Are they just getting lists of nice people? Like they were supposed to go after the crooks, but are they just getting after like interpreters, people who have jobs,
I think that's
people who tried to get their citizenship the right way?
I guarantee you of that was a speech with Stephen Miller. Look, these people be easy. Get them first, just to get your blood up and get it going, get your heart pumping. These people be able to wipe them out quick. We'll be able to get all them. We'll work our way up to the criminals and rapists. We'll get to them. But right now, let's get grandparents. Let's get the people to help our military.
How many kids can you pick up before it starts to be a big deal?
Well,
we're finding out.
Yeah, we are finding out.
Stephen Miller really is like reverse Santa Claus. It's just like, here's the nice list. Get them. Here's the naughty list. If we don't know who the ICE people are, how do we know that they're not these criminal gangs from south of the border that we're supposed to be looking at? How do we not know that they're not paying ICE agents, these masked ICE agents, off to not get them and instead to go to Home Depot? How do we know that they're not buying their masks? If we see the masks start to get nicer and nicer, like maybe got one of them, like Captain America, when he went from the wings to his,
Keep
plastic Kevlar
comic book
head. That's when we know that maybe I don't know why we think that they're not the crooks. I mean, they are crooks because they're kidnapping people off of the street.
Oh, yeah.
The nice people, the good people, the people that superheroes, Jackie, pledge to protect.
Yeah. I know probably the same people in ICE, the same people getting off Penske trucks to walk around with swastikas. I guarantee you that the January 6th people, like once you pardon them all, you still can't get a job. Guess what? We'll sign you up here. We'll take care of you. I got something, the perfect job for you to do. I guarantee you it's full of Proud Boys and those people. That's why they got the face cover. They ain't gonna tell us who they are. Hell. California right now, they trying to pass a law where you can't wear no mask if you're the police, which I think that seems reasonable to me, but I don't know.
Tennessee's trying to pass one where you can't tell them to take it off a mask.
I know it.
But how do you? I mean,
which of those states are we going to send the Marines to? You reckon?
California.
Yep.
They're already there.
I know it.
Money, corruption, I guess that doesn't matter. So they could be paying off the cops. We know that corruption doesn't matter now because we see it on a regular basis.
Well, they got
in
phones
the White House.
now. They're selling out of the White House. They're selling gold cell phones. They're selling freedom to pay. Didn't he say we'll give you come be an American citizen for $5 million or what? I mean, they're just selling everything that people fought and died for. Well, and now it's just, yeah.
Freedom ain't free, Jackie.
No, I know that. That's for sure.
What they say.
Yep, it's true.
If we're worried about payoffs and we're worried about, the money people got to Trump and they were like, hey, I got a lot of farm money and you're taking all my farm workers away and I'll have less money. And Trump said, oh, shit. All right, hang on. And they said, let's ease up on the farm workers.
That's right, because if we get rid of all of the undocumented people working farmers and restaurants and where else was it? It's restaurants and farmers and factory, things like that, produce, everything like that, So if they get rid of them, they're going to have to actually hire people and pay them wages, like real wages. We can't have that. I got to take care of my farmers. I got to take care of my restaurant owners. I got to take care of all those factories. Because God forbid they have to pay an actual wage to people. We got to keep these illegals here in the country to work for those folks. The rest of them don't got to go. Hell.
Yeah, the ones that don't work for me got to go.
Yeah.
Said the rich man with the cigar in Trump's office.
Yep.
And Trump said, yeah, that makes sense to me. And Stephen Miller, dude, I guess if you were like, Stephen Miller, do you like money more than you like hating minorities? He'd say, hate minorities. I did it for free first.
Yeah.
I went pro, but I loved the amateur leagues. So he would say, he wants everybody gone.
Yeah.
He wants everybody, like he wants to outlaw tanning beds. There's no shade darker than white that he wants left in this country. And money might matter more to Trump than Stephen Miller screaming at him. But if that's true, then if the money people, the military gun makers, the people that build those bunker busting bombs, if they're in there talking to Trump, then we might be going into Iran.
Right, yeah.
Whereas, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, how much money she got? She wasted on gym memberships. I don't know how much money Rand Paul got. He mows his own yard.
Oh, yeah.
How much money who else is against it?
Tucker Carlson ain't got no money. He don't work.
They got
Fox no
fired.
more. Yeah, he got fired.
They turned on Fox.
He ain't got a job. Yeah.
I mean, whatever his job is, I kind of like it if it's just making Ted Cruz mad, but he can only do that so often. Although I'd watch it if it was on if it was on 5 times a day, I'd still watch it.
How do you get that job?
It'd be a great job.
Yeah.
I mean, Tucker Carlson basically did that job. He was on Crossfire. He made somebody mad.
I don't. Who the hell knows? Paul
Was he
Magala? Who the hell was it?
I don't know
who it was.
Just somebody. So he knows how to make people. That's why he got the best of Ted Cruz. It's not that, he's a better person. It's just he's been on TV more.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
And yet, if he wasn't sitting next to Ted Cruz, he's still hard to look at and listen to. It's hard to sit there and go, I don't want to go to war in Iran, and Tucker Carlson saying the same thing on the TV, and me not wanting to go, well, shit, I guess we need to go in there, Ian. Cackle, cackle.
I guarantee you, half of the people that voted for Ted Cruz in Texas don't like him. He makes them feel just as sick as it does me, but they just don't want the alternative to that. That's all we got. I guess we got to keep sending him up there.
Trump, I don't know how he did it. I don't understand it. But he is as disgusting and loathsome and terrible and evil and egotistical and just the worst, one of the worst people, one of the worst representations of American culture in the past century. And yet he transcends it somehow. Like he's not Ted Cruz, he's not all these other people, even Tucker Carlson, where you go, ugh.
Yeah.
Well, I got to vote for Ted Cruz because he's not a Democrat. I got to vote for all these Marjorie Taylor Greene because I can't even consider voting for somebody sane because they'd be a Democrat.
Yeah.
Trump somehow is that, except they like to vote for him. They like him. That's the thing I never understood. They like him. People like him. He's charismatic, they say.
Well, it don't seem like too many people like this big birthday parade, though. Did you notice that?
Oh, did you go to it?
Hell no, I didn't go to it. What do you mean?
Were you out protesting?
No, I wasn't out protesting either. I mean, in Murfreesboro.
What'd you do?
There in Murfreesboro, I went out there and looked at people. There was like one road. But there are people protesting in Murfreesboro. People ain't happy with what's going on.
What road was it?
People do not go outside and protest in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Let me tell you, that's a rare occurrence. I mean, every now and then, if the Klan comes in town or something or marches, people get out and say, to hell with you. But for the most part, it's not known for its big protests. But in this case, people went out there,
What? I just thought about I'm sure people have said this a bunch of times and I'm just catching up, but the Klan connection with the mask and the ICE connection with the mask, why would they? I mean, they don't care. No. I mean, they're half a step away from saying, no, Klan is good.
That's what, how far, how many of the senators.
This is that.
This is what they're saying. What it is. How many of the people have associations with white supremacy? Half of them go on, the head of the FBI goes on, a podcast and whatnot and talks to white supremacists. I mean, how many people in the Senate have gone to fundraisers and in the House have gone to the fundraisers by white supremacists? A lot of them. That's exactly what this is. There ain't no covering it up anymore. Used to be you'd have to put on the hood, go somewhere at nighttime or whatnot, whatnot. Not anymore. Hell, you just go to Trump rally when he has them. But nobody went to his damn parade, if you want to call that a rally or whatever the hell it was. Didn't hardly nobody go. Everybody out too busy protesting or whatnot. That's about the best thing that could have happened as far as that. We all get worried. You're going to have tanks in the street. which they shouldn't be in the American streets. We shouldn't have military out in our streets anywhere, whether it be California or whatever other state, or just putting on a show for the president's birthday. That's what I don't think our military should be used for. Me personally, I just don't think it, more important things for it to be doing than that. But fortunately, nobody showed up. Nobody seemed to give a damn. Everybody seen that footage of the tank going down, the wheels squeaking, hardly anybody in the bleachers. Trump himself falling asleep, just bored. How come my parade ain't no good? What happened to my parade? Hell, Marco Rubio up there yawning. That's what first off, reason he's miserable. Look who he's sitting beside. Pete Hegseth, Rubio. You put people in your cabinet, maybe put somebody you like. Hey, nobody likes any of those people. None of them like each other. I guarantee it. I'd be miserable sitting there. His poor wife, and I know we ain't supposed to feel sorry for her because she done plenty of awful things and said some awful things too, but every time you see her sitting beside him, look at her face. Ugh. She don't want to be. That's the last place she wants to be. She don't even live in the White House. She don't live nowhere near him. She got to show up for a parade. It's hot outside. Ain't nobody there. Of course, I'm sure they had a little air conditioning, not like the people he made stand out in the street. And our military makes them look pitiful out there. If watching them walk out there having to do that. None of them look happy to be there. I'm sure they weren't. But it's not just make fun of him to put our military through that, to put our military through what you're putting them through in California. They don't want to be there. If they do, they got something wrong with them.
I don't want to see no military in the streets unless they're on furlough and they're driving me to a Fort Campbell strip club.
Uh-huh.
Which, anybody wants to do that, just hit me up. Hit me up, soldiers, and we'll go. We'll carry me up to Clarksville and we'll see what's happening up there. And other than that, if you got that squeaky tank, let's take that. That's a internet celebrity now. It's the new Zebra. That Zebra was by itself is a better parade than Trump had.
Yeah, they did. They could have hauled him up there to watch it.
They should have put him in there.
The helicopter could have had all them fighter jets and stuff going over. Could have just had that helicopter go by. That would have livened that parade up a little bit. Yeah, that'd have been the one thing. It would have people at least would have been talking about the parade in a positive light.
Trump used to get to hang out with celebrities. I know it's been a while, even like on The Apprentice, but he'd get to be on the Emmys and stuff like that. He used to get to hang out with people, elderly billionaires, yes, which he still gets to hang out with, but the cream of the crop, the rich, the Puff Daddies, the, what's his name, killed himself, Sex Island for Children.
Oh, yeah.
Him, but real celebrities too, not just awful monsters. And now all he gets is awful monsters.
That's
boring.
It.
He's sitting next to Marco Rubio.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Hey, who calls him up? Lindsey Graham.
That's it.
Can you imagine?
You talk to Howard Stern all the time, man.
Howard
His
Stern.
big buddy, like to hang out with him. Yeah, I had all them movie star flake. Yeah.
And now it's really Stephen Miller. Who's your closest friend and confidant? Well, it used to be a producer of TV shows. Now it's Stephen Miller.
Stephen Miller ain't going to fly you to a private island to have escapades.
Okay.
Well, he ain't.
I shouldn't have mentioned either one of those people.
Well, it's true. I mean, he ain't going to do, which is good. That's one of the few good things you could say about, or let's say one of the only good things you could say about Steve Miller is that he's probably not going to fly you to an island to assault underage children.
But let's just for a second talk about Stephen Miller's sex life. Jackie, have you heard these rumors? I don't know if you've heard these rumors, and I haven't looked into it, so I don't know if this is just blue sky wish casting or whatever, but there's a rumor, unsubstantiated.
I don't want to hear
maybe substantiated.
I don't want to hear truth or rumors about Steve Miller and sex at all.
Okay, you know his wife?
No, I don't know.
Steve Miller's wife?
No.
What's her name? We know her. She's been around.
No, that he has one.
She's from the first Trump years. She's been hanging out. She didn't seem as bad as some people.
They have a little baby now.
She married Stephen Miller. Well, now also she went with when Musk split up with Trump.
Yeah, when they had a broke up in front of the world. Bless their hearts. Everybody had to watch that together. Yeah,
I can't believe this is politics.
Well, it is.
I used to watch Sam Donaldson talk to David Brinkley. And now I'm talking about a throuple with Elon Musk. The rumor was that damn old Stephen Miller and his wife, whose name I forget, probably she's thankful for that, and Elon Musk were in some sort of, do I have this right, people? Like a throuple?
Oh.
You know what a throuple is,
No,
Jackie?
I don't want to know. It just sounds awful.
Well, it's the three of them sort of living as man and wife and man.
No.
Or man, I don't know. I'm not assigning them roles. Whatever they wanted to be is what they were.
Yeah.
And then apparently, according to terrible rumors, she left with Elon Musk, and now his throuple is missing a couple. And now he's just down to a single.
Is that an upgrade or downgrade? Like, if you were going to leave Stephen Miller, could you not have done better than that? I mean, money-wise, yes, upgrade, for sure. Money-wise, still, for now, money-wise.
Okay, I don't know if any of that's true. Somebody please tell us if it's true or not. I doubt it. But, I mean, it's probably just something good for us to talk about in the last 5 minutes of our podcast. But I think that it is an upgrade. I mean, they're both racist.
But yeah.
I feel like you can distract Elon Musk from whatever terrible thing he's doing with like another terrible thing.
Sure.
But Stephen Miller's just going to be racist all the time.
Eyes, yeah, all the time.
So maybe that's good. Elon Musk, I don't think you have to spend all your time with him.
You get to split up Nazis with Mars. At least it's not Nazis all the time,
Yeah, different things take up, going bankrupt.
Sure.
These kind of things maybe take up his time. Building a tunnel under Nashville, poisoning Memphis black people. Something that Stephen Miller, they probably worked on that together.
Yeah.
And now Elon Musk probably is going to lose interest in it because, he just doesn't have that spark of a new relationship pushing him to poison black people in Memphis. He's getting his hooks in Tennessee. So better watch out. First of all, she gets to stay home and he gets to go in Tennessee and impregnate people. So that's probably good.
All right.
For her to get a break from, hair implants.
Okay.
And his body, which I don't like to body shame, but I don't understand how that is a living human. And, so that's it. They were all doing it with each other.
All right. Jackie. I don't want to hear about it. It's none of my business. I don't care about that. None of that. Enough.
Do you think Stephen Miller wears an ice mask when he has sex?
Oh, just please. I'm getting.
No, he wouldn't do that. Stephen Miller he would have somebody wear a mask and abduct him. What? I'm pretty sure that's what his role would be. He'd want to play. He probably dresses up on the weekends and he hires a prostitute and she has to
I'm getting sick to my
wear
stomach.
a mask and she picks him up outside Home Depot. Listen, I don't like kink shaming. I just like Stephen Miller shaming.
All right.
So, Stephen Miller, be ashamed.